beyond just the score in a motion picture, audio has so much to do with your enjoyment of a movie. And for people like me, and of course, Lauren, and if you're watching this channel, beyond the score and the sound effects and everything, use of popular music that you know throughout movies can make or break movies. And what's interesting is there's tons of scenes in movies that you think of because a popular song was used or it became popular because of that. But a lot of people sometimes don't think of when a movie's over, and especially a deeper movie or something with like a big twist at the end, when a certain song hits, you're like, you can definitely carry the memory of that movie with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so Lauren decided to share with you 5 times that there were great movies that ended with great songs in the credit scenes. So what do you got?
First one is Mad World from the end of the Donnie Darko movie. And it's a cover, right? So it's Michael Andrews and Gary Jules doing it. And it's a more stark version than the original of this song, which really fits into this movie. I mean, I'm one of those people for whom Donnie Darko never has and never will make sense.
Yeah, I know. I've never got around to watching it. I know it's a huge thing for a ton of people, but I've never got around to watching it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I've never been able to wrap my head completely around it. And this version of this song is like the perfect way to end this movie because it's like, no, it just doesn't make,
And it's funny you mentioned it's a stark cover. I feel like, first of all, I think this song's been covered like 1,000 times. And I think everyone on earth does a stark cover of this song. You know what I mean? And like, it could go back to this one where everybody's like, I'll just do it that way. Yeah. Right? The next song that you have on your list is one that, from the moment I hear the snare hit at the beginning of the song, from the moment I saw this movie, I will always see the end of that movie in my head as soon as I hear this song.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't do this list without including Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds from the end of The Breakfast Club, because it's exactly what you said. Like, this song is the end of that movie. Like, it's a great song by itself, but it's...
I usually don't like when people do, like, lifts of other ends of movies, like, especially if it's not a parody movie, you know, like a scary movie or that type of stuff, or Airplane or whatever. Yeah. But there's a more recent film called Easy A, and the end of it they use "Don't You Forget About Me," and and actually they start it with the original version, and then when it goes fades to black and the credits start, it switches to like a hard rock cover.
Oh, that's fun.
Of the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, as soon as you hear the snare on this song, I instantly think of the end of the film. This next one is an interesting pick for me. The only reason I even knew this artist was a thing or this song was a thing is because of the song Vera on Pink Floyd The Wall. Okay. Which makes reference to this particular song.
Oh, all right. Very nice. Yeah. So I'm talking about the song We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn from the end of Dr. Strangelove. And the reason I think this is such a perfect like movie end song is because this song is very light and it sounds like it's a positive thing is about to happen, but it's just over images of complete nuclear annihilation. You got Slim Pickens, the original space cowboy, just getting launched into oblivion and everything is over, but we'll meet again.
Right. And there's very specific reasons why that ties into The Wall. But for years, I just knew it of that. And then I was like, oh yeah, no, that's a whole other thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. How about that? The next one is, for me, when anybody thinks of this movie, they think of another Simon and Garfunkel song. Yes. But this one, again, I don't want to get too deep into the films, but the way this movie ends and the song is perfect.
It's absolutely perfect. Yeah. So The Sound of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel from The Graduate. Yeah, The Sound of Silence is, like you just said, it's the perfect way to end this because you've got that very classic bus scene at the end and it's kind of like oh no, what did we do? And it's just like, it's the uncomfortable sound of silence.
Yeah, for sure. And even though the song doesn't specifically go with that scene, it still does.
It fits.
Yeah. The last one that you have on your list is another movie that I've never seen, but I always hear great things about. And from what I've heard, the main message is of this film, it does not surprise me that Peter Gabriel would be
right. This song popped into my head a couple of days ago and was kind of the catalyst for me putting this list together in the first place. And I'm talking about Down to Earth by Peter Gabriel from the end of the movie WALL-E. And yeah, it makes complete sense that Peter Gabriel would be involved in this. And I remember I went to see Wally in the theater when it came out. And by the end of the credits, I was very literally the only person still sitting in the theater because I had never heard this song before. And I love Peter Gabriel. And I was like, this is Peter Gabriel I haven't heard before. And I remember just staring, watching. And its song it's so great. It's hopeful, but it's also very real, which is kind of what Wally sort of gets at in its own cute little way.
Right. So, like we said at the beginning of the video, there's tons of times that music has had a huge impact on a movie, and especially the end credits. So I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have a ton of other examples. We just have fun with these 5 example videos. They're never like definitive lists of the top, or usually aren't that type of thing. So if you would like to help support the channel, share your thoughts with us, leave a comment on the video below. If you think anybody you know would enjoy videos like this, make sure to share them on your socials because that helps us grow as well. If you drop a like on the video, that helps us as well. But mostly we want to hear the comments. So any songs that you think of from end credits of movies, by all means, drop them in the comments below, and we would love to interact with you. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.